Lionhearted Entertainment.
All right, really excited about the music that dropped this week. Let's start it off with Polo G's The GOAT. What did you guys think?
Man, you know that's my favorite fucking album right now. And I already said it before, but it's one of the better projects that we got in a while. Top to bottom, I think there was, 20 songs? 16, 16
16.
songs. And out of 16, I think
Three of them were already released.
13 or 14 were all very good. Maybe one or two were iffy, but I like the album a lot. I think a lot of the songs are sick. The song with Juice World was amazing. Beautiful Pain, Martin and Gina was sick, and 21 and 33 were both awesome as well. Kids making moves out there. That was the jump I was expecting from TJ last week, but Polo got to it first.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even in the same lane.
Yeah,
I
not
think
anymore.
He completely proved that. Like, this is arguably the best rap album this year so far, especially like lyrics-wise. Like lyrically, this is the best rap album of the year.
I agree.
Like,
I think
a
it's
long shot.
definitely
Like,
it's
it's not
definitely
even
the better
close anymore.
project. Yeah, for sure.
I
Like,
think
for vibes, I would have to go with Uzi just because the beats are fire. But this album is just like straight motivation and like, I don't know. It's just awesome. It's amazing.
it's definitely a great sophomore album. I'm really excited for him. There wasn't a song that I skipped by on there. Even the songs coming into it, I was really excited for it. And people are responding to it. I think I saw a first week projection between 85 and 100.
But yeah, he doubled. He's going to double his sales. And to be honest, I think that pretty accurately reflects his like trajectory. This project is clearly better put together than the first one. And he shows a lot more versatility on this project than he did on the last one. Like, he's singing on a lot of the songs, like Martin and Gina. He's kind of singing on that one. 33, he's singing. Beautiful Pain, he's singing, and like sounds good. But then a bunch of other ones, he kind of gives his old style. But it's like better songs of his old style of rapping.
What I think differentiates the first and the second album, and I was saying this earlier to Alec, that the first album had like a lot of slower beats. It was like very piano based. It was like sadder. This album was like a little more upbeat, even though it had like the slower singing songs. Like, you still just got a better vibe off it. I just felt like the music itself was better. I feel like he's starting to figure out how to make
I think that he has a similar sound. He's still kind of in one sound, whereas like most of the beats are just like piano or guitar, and then the drums and stuff. But I think that his vocal inflections are definitely better. You could tell on the first album that he kind of forced out a lot of the bars and stuff, and like just took the first couple takes of something, where this one, it seems like he tried a lot harder to complete the songs before putting them out. On a lot of the singing ones, like, his singing is actually really good. It's all like on key and everything. Like, I think that he still has more to improve. Like, don't get me wrong. He definitely still has more further to go, but he's mad young.
Yeah, this was definitely a big jump from him, and I think he's definitely starting to figure out where he falls as an artist, and I'm excited to see what's next. This is a pretty sick project, like you said, if not the best rap album, one of them this year.
I mean, lyrically, I think the outro song, the Changes sample.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That is probably like lyrically the best song that's come out this year.
Yeah, and BJ, the Chicago kid, was sick on it too.
Actually, it absolutely is the best. It's the best song. The song is actually good, and the lyrics are amazing. It's the best combination of those two things.
And obviously the sample just goes to show you.
And then he just kills the sample. Like name another rapper that's gonna take a Tupac sample and flip it.
Yeah,
like the only ones that are gonna come out and do that like actually well are gonna be like Cole and Kendrick.
And you gotta like respectfully like know that you're gonna snap on that, because you're not just gonna take one of Tupac's most famous songs ever and put out some bullshit, because you'll just be disrespected by literally everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it takes balls to be able to even try to flip a Tupac sample and put on your album, let alone kill it Like, he killed that song. It's really good.
The one thing I want to point out is I want people to circle back to Die a Legend, because that's when you really understand how great of a writer he is. He's a phenomenal writer, and it translates into this album, but we can't discredit his first album. I get that he made a
I'm
jump.
not discrediting.
No, but people are like so shocked that he came out with this album. I just, from what it was
I
coming.
thought this was going to be fire before this came out.
Well, did, Tono did, we did in the rap community, but there's so many people that are like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Well, go back to Die a Legend.
Good. That's good.
No,
that
it's
means
great.
that,
Yeah.
That means that people are getting put on to him, and they're
Yeah.
realizing that he is like, I mean, think about it. Like, his crowd wasn't that big when we went and saw him. And that was in like October?
Yeah, it's going to be much bigger now. It was in October, and there was probably 300 people at max.
Now his set list is like way better. So
that's what I was
as he
saying.
continues to progress, like, he's just
if you go back, like the first album, I thought it was good too, but like to the public ear, you got to realize like those songs aren't catching.
It was also mostly
this is what I would say.
This has like hits on it.
Yeah, this is what I would say about the first album. He made those songs kind of in a place where he was uncertain about his future. Obviously, he's writing from the heart. He's writing over a little less known producers. Now he knows his future's bright. So that's kind of translating into the songs. Like, he's talking about now he's made it. He's kind of the GOAT in his own generation. It's always going to sound a little different, but it's just two different sounds. Like, he's coming from two different places on these albums, which most rappers do. But no, I think it was an amazing sophomore album. There was no slump. I'm super excited for him. And if you look at his YouTube video, he dropped a music video for 33. He has 1 million plays already in one day. And we were talking about that.
We wanted 2 trending on YouTube already.
Yeah, we wanted him to do something with Cole Bennett because they're from Chicago, but he ended up doing one with Ryan Lynch, who's actually from Chicago too. He's making his come up through the
he'll probably
rap
do
industry
flex
too.
with Cole Bennett, because Cole Bennett has a ton of footage of Juice, and he would edit it pretty well. I think that would be an appropriate thing to do for that song.
Have you ever checked out Ryan Lynch yet?
Not like heavily, no.
Yeah, you have to go back to some of the stuff. He does stuff with like Cowboy, Lil TJ. Like, he's on the come up. He does stuff with Herbo, obviously.
I like that video.
Chicago.
I thought that video was good.
Yeah, it came out good.
It was.
But what was your favorite songs? Tono mentioned a few before.
Dude, so many of them are good. It's crazy.
I couldn't pick a favorite, but like the ones that probably the ones that will blow up the most is definitely the Wishing for a Hero, Flex, and I don't know, but Martin and Gina and Beautiful Pain are both like really like hits. Like, if you're looking for like radio and numbers, those are
Martin and Gina is going to be huge.
Yeah,
that's like a radio song.
Beautiful Pain too. That was very good.
I love how we talked about it a little bit on last episode, how everybody's kind of incorporating love songs now. We talked about Nav, we talked about Little Baby, we talked about Little Durk, and how everybody's kind of, progressing that into their sound.
Martin and Gina is better than any of those songs, though.
You still think it's better than Emotionally Scarred?
Yes, by a lot.
I wouldn't say by a lot, but I think it is better. I think it's just like composed better overall. Like, Little Baby just like raps the same way he always raps. Like, there was more like content put into Martin and Gina.
I think that the lyrics are better. His vocal inflections are way better than all of those rappers. Like Lil Baby, Nav, all of the rappers that are making like similar trap style like love songs or whatever you want to call it, none of them have like this amount of passion in their voice.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this was like very like not on the cusp of R&B necessarily, but like this had like that melodic vibe to it in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think my favorites are probably like 21. I Know is super underrated. That song is like amazing. And then some of the deep album cuts, I like Chinatown and Trials and Tribulations.
Yeah, Trials was sick.
And I like the intro. Honestly, like the whole thing is just fire. Like, I don't really.
Yeah, I can't really pick like an actual favorite song. What'd you like the best, Alec?
I probably liked Martin and Gina and Beautiful Pain too. I liked them all. I liked Trials and Tribulations a lot. I think Chicago Kid, Killed Wishing for a Hero. I like the Juice collaboration on Flex. And then 21 and 33, I thought that was kind of a creative twist, bouncing those two back to back. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then just his songs previously, like I really liked Heartless. You know, Mustard's been dropping some dope
I like
beats.
that song too.
Go Stupid with Mike Will Made It. Like that was a fire song too previously. And that's kind of, it was pretty big, that song. We were talking about NLE Choppa. He does numbers too.
Yeah, I don't really like him. No.
Yeah, I'm not big into him either. And then he dropped D&D, which was pretty dope. But yeah, I really like the album. I'm really excited for him. I have tons of video footage of me just going nuts at his concert in October, just kind of by myself before anyone knew him. So I'm really, I can't say enough about the kid. I love him as a writer. I love what he brings, you know, the passion into his music. So,
I mean, if he just continues to incrementally improve, like each project, say he puts out like one complete project per year and he continues to incrementally improve, by the time he's like 25, 26, he's going to be the best rapper in the world.
Absolutely.
I said, I like that you brought up the passion thing, because I said this to you guys when his album first dropped, that he reminded me a lot of Meek Mill, like not even like flow-wise or rap-wise, but just like his charisma and his energy, like what he puts into his music. Like I felt the same way when I listened to like Dream Chasers 1 and 2, like how Meek Mill just like attacked a beat, like how he went about his songs, like they don't sound like the same as rappers, or like maybe not even on the same level, but like just like that energy that they give. I feel like he's like on that track to be like per se a next Meek Mill, not like taking anything away from Meek or Gas and Polo that much, but I just feel like they were on like the same path right now.
No, I think it's a good comparison.
He brings that same heart as Meek and Ace, like when they were in their prime, like mixtape era, when Ace was doing the Starvation tapes and Meek was doing the Dream Chasers tapes. This is like that energy, but he brings like a melodic twist to it.
Yeah, I agree.
So dope. But I also just think that he carries himself a lot better than Meek. Like he's quiet and he's humble, and he doesn't get in like beefs or do anything unnecessary. He just like focuses on his business. Yeah,
I mean, he's still young. Like you don't know how it's gonna pan out, but that's like career wise. I'm just talking like straight up.
Right, but that's important though.
What differentiates him too is that he literally raps on the hooks, which a lot of rap, like that doesn't happen that often.
But that's what I've been saying what TJ should do instead of what he's trying to do right now. TJ should just do this because his voice is dope.
Well, that's what made Pop Out so successful. I think it went 4 times platinum. Like he's literally rapping on the hook, and it's just hard fire. And it's fire. And what I like about Polo too is he's managed by his mom. So that's like
his whole like the way that he carries himself business wise and on songs. I think that he's like the best up-and-coming rapper, and he's definitely my favorite up-and-coming rapper.
Yeah, if you haven't heard this new album yet, go check it out. It's called The GOAT. And really go back to his old music, too. Die a Legend was his first freshman album, so check out both of those. But, yeah, very, very excited for him. All right, let's move on to the future album, High Off Life. What did you guys think?
I remember at first I was saying it was okay, but it honestly is probably Future's best project since the back-to-back albums. I thought it was pretty solid all around.
What was in between that? The one with Juice?
I mean, there's just a couple random things. He had the Duggar mixtape, the Juice one, the Wizard was his last one. Wizard, yeah. I think he also dropped one more in between those two. But this was pretty solid. He said himself that it was an experimental album. I didn't really feel like...
When did he say that?
He said it...
after it came out?
No. It was before it came out.
People realized it was ass?
No.
You're out of your mind, Lee. And this is what I'm excited
it's definitely
for.
Not ass.
You really have to go back and listen. I don't know how you don't think this is a sick project. And a lot of people are saying it's a sick project too. Now, like, it really is. It's good. It's good. Like, I'm going through the songs. Like, I'm gonna start this off with what songs I like. So I liked Trapped in the Sun. I liked Touch the Sky. I like Solitaire. I think when it goes from Riding Striker to to Posted with Demons, all of those 3 in a row, the production is literally insane.
Riding Strikers is the one where the beat switches.
Yeah, that's the one where he's talking. He has the interlude with like the bank robbery.
Yeah, and then the beat switches, and then
yeah, that it's like a dark trap beat, which is sick.
It's like slow.
And then I like Hard to Choose. Southside's all over this, which I'm so excited about because he hasn't really done anything with Southside in a little while.
I think that's actually the reason why I don't really like this project. I didn't think the beats were very good.
What?
Yeah, I'm actually like really disappointed in the production of most of the songs.
Well, shit, it was experimental, bro.
Like I think the weakest part of the entire project is from Riding Strikers until Hard to Choose One. I think all of those songs are mid Future.
Hard to Choose is really
every
good.
single one of those is not that good.
Well, here's the thing.
Really good.
I don't think it was like a sick Future project. Like it's definitely, like I said before, like I think Future is way past his prime. Like we got the best of what he had to offer, but it is a pretty solid project.
Yeah, I mean he just raps about like fucking girls and taking Molly and Percocet. Still,
I mean, what is the difference? Like your favorite rapper is Lil Uzi. What does he rap about?
Yeah, but Lil Uzi's
I like the production on his projects a lot better than this. Like I think that the best beats on here are High Tech Tech, which is ATL Jacob, which I think that he should have been on more of the songs. Him and Future do really well together. And
you got to get that kid on here. He's a beast.
Like Outer Space Bit. I love that beat with the piano.
Same. That's my favorite song. Besides
Rockin' Icy Watch. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I like that song a lot. All Bad. I like the beat, but I don't think that they did a very good job on it.
I think it was an internal take throwaway.
I think it definitely was.
It starts off
Celebration was not good.
It was Celebration Station Part 2.
Yeah, it starts off with Lil Uzi
which is why I was sick. But then,
saying it's Lil Uzi Vert, like on a Future song, that makes no sense.
The only bad thing that I can say about it, and this is two completely different sides of it, which I'm kind of shocked that you don't like the production. But anyway,
I think because I had like a really, really high expectation for it. Like I thought, like
but he has like Mike. He has Willa Fool on there, who has like his old school songs, like My Savages and stuff like that. It's kind of bringing back like that old school. He has like Southside Monster.
I think it's lazy though. Like a lot of it's just super lazy.
Well, I just don't think Future puts in the same effort that he used.
It's not just Future. It's like the laziness of Southside too, where he just like makes one loop and then loops it for the entire song.
I mean, it's the same thing. You got that recipe and you just throw it out there, and it's like, here, you're gonna rap on this, send it back in 30 minutes. Okay, that's a song. Put it on the album.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's not what I want. Like, I like Trapped in the Sun. I thought that beat was like pretty dope. It started out really strong, I think. Like, I liked the first 3 songs a lot, and then Solitaires was cool, and Travis is like kind of actually rapping on it, and I like that beat. And then after that, it just kind of falls off for me. Until Trillionaire. I like the song with Young Boy.
That was a sick ass song.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos said turn that shit up.
Also, my favorite part of that song is at the very end. Like where Future's like kind of does that little singing part for the outro, and then it kind of ends. Harlem
I like how they go back and forth.
That song is horrible.
That's the one thing I'm going to say about the album. You on paper you see Thug, Future, and Wheezy. How is that song turn out like that?
This is exactly my point. Like I was super excited for that song, and I was super excited for the Uzi and Future song because I thought like, oh, he's been calling himself Baby Future. Like he's been making all these songs like rapping like Future. Like this is going to be such a crazy song. Those 2 songs were terrible.
Yeah, the two songs that I really like that I want you to go back out, well, 3 songs really, is kind of towards the end of the album. I know you said the beginning strong. I want you to check out Up the River again, and I want you to listen to Too Comfortable. It's this producer on it. I think
Too Comfortable.
Too Comfortable. It leads with the guitar strings. The guitar strings that sound so sick on that beat. And you have to look at that producer too. His name's VOU. He's done a lot of things lately. He did like Broke Leg by Tory Lanez. He has a lot of beats out there right now. And then Outer Space Bit you talked about, DY Crazy.
I really like that. I really like that beat.
And then I like
that's probably the best beat on the whole project.
Yeah, and then I like Accepting My Flaws a lot too.
It's still pretty far. Yeah, I like that
Accepting
one
my flaws,
too.
because he does like a 3-minute verse. There's really like no chorus on there. He's just
I
kind
like
of
that
him
song
rapping
too.
in his feelings. I
Yeah, because he's actually rapping on that song. That's why I like it.
yeah. But yeah, I'm getting all the emotions are pouring out of me. Tono, what did you think? Like,
I don't know. I'm just like generally disappointed. Like,
I mean, I'm not disappointed. It's kind of what I expected. Like, I actually thought it would be a little worse than it was. But like, I mean, like, it's not impressive. It's not like the Future we're used to hearing back in the day, but it is a pretty good album. Like, I'm very satisfied with it, and definitely a solid like 6 or 7 songs that I'll listen to on repeat. But it wasn't like blown out of the water. And I think 5 of the songs were already out. So
yeah, I mean they just threw them on there to get the streaming.
yeah, of course.
I mean,
Life.
100 Shooters, that song came out like a year ago. I don't know why that they're putting that on here.
Yeah,
Tycoon,
Life is Good
I
dropped
do like
5
that
months
song.
ago.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. The whole thing is just like, ever since he signed that deal where he has to drop like 10 albums or something, his music just like hasn't been the same. It's just like microwave, like, I don't know. I feel like he just makes projects where he just knows that like, oh yeah, like a couple of these songs will hit, but I'm just doing it for the check.
I mean, that's what it's probably comes down to nowadays.
And then like, why doesn't he ever like work with Metro anymore? Like, what is up with that?
Yeah, I was disappointed by that because we said that last episode that we wanted to see Metro on this one, and
I don't understand.
There's got to be some type of beef between them.
DS2 is his best project, and we'll get into that later. That's like mostly Metro. Like, yeah, there's some Southside on there, but it's mostly Metro. And like, if that's your best project, like, shouldn't you at least get with that producer for a couple songs out of each album?
I mean, I think it's a
Going
two-way
forward?
street right there, because I saw someone tweet, "Yo, Metro, this beat is dope," and Metro was like, "That's not me." Like, basically, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not a part of that. But I don't know what the beef is between them. I haven't looked up any articles or anything, but I was kind of shocked to not see anything.
Between them or
There's got to be something for Metro to be such a big part of his past and then nothing on this album at all. It's just a little weird because he has producers that he
he's
worked
working with
with.
21 right now. Maybe that was part of it.
Yeah, but
maybe
not to
that's
get
in a vibe
anything
with-
at all, like one or two
Maybe
songs.
he just
Yeah.
gets in a vibe with one person at a time. Like, that's part of his thing.
Yeah, he
Like,
could.
he worked on the Weekend thing, and then he transitioned to like 21's whole vibe.
Lionhearted Entertainment.